vivo. Gibor presenta El Picador contra El Nerdo Loco. The International Phenomenon. Attack the show!
Just for the top of the show. In the show, they're not Prager's. Not hide the bump. No baby bump. Look at that. She's just flowing. Welcome to Attack of the Show, TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. My name is Kevin Pereira.
Yes.
Good to see you.
You're the man.
You are the woman. You are the woman. Miss Olivia Munn, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, everyone. We are coming to you live from the G4 studios right here in Los Angeles.
On the show today. Oh, that was. Before C-3PO helped save outer space, he was struggling as a waiter in Japan. Seriously, Star Wars is going to sell tuna in today's Around the Net. And then lock and load for a game break with Miss Morgan Webb. Oh! Shooting. That's all I was. She's got the intel on MAG. It's a PS3 MMO FPS. That's what it is. This PS3 and... yeah.
Today's web tools are for tweeters everywhere.
Oh.
Find out who just unfollowed you and why. Okay, not the why part, because no one really cares. And then later in MMA Chokehold, Amir Sadala and Bear Butler who will become handicapped at this weekend's UFC 109, including the big Randy Couture Mark Coleman showdown.
They're going to have a pose off.
What's that?
They get in the ring and just pose.
That's it?
Yeah.
No,
and then
wait,
Dana comes and sizes them up.
Oh, Dana.
And then writes in the slam book about who has better calves.
They have a slam book?
They're mixing it up. I don't know if you're familiar with the UFC rules, but we're going to discuss this.
We should start it on our show.
All right, let's do it.
I don't want to
We got a book and a thing. Well, first we should probably go around the net, and then we'll do the...
No, slam book first. Slam book? Can we do slam book? Today's number 5 brings us to one of failure's most sacred temples, the top of the skate ramp.
And this time, it's a skater girl's face that's going to the dentist.
Stupid.
It's funny because she's a girl. Boom.
Hey, teeth don't go back, all. They don't go back.
You don't, yeah. But skater's a pre-existing condition, right? Like you can, for the HMO? No?
Pre-existing?
Oh, yeah.
Can you skateboard? Can you aggressively inline down that?
I can't balance on a Wii Fit board, let alone on something that has wheels. No. Can you?
No, I would never try.
Have you ever tried?
Back like...
Because I'm thinking skateboard by the end of the show. We just try it out here, and you get on. I'll be there. You can hold on. This
Only
won't
if
be
there's
like
a
the
giant
baby
pie
oil.
for me to fall in.
Yes!
No, it's never happening again.
Okay, that's fine.
That was last year.
Can we get a skateboard? Bulldogs can skateboard down the promenade. Why can't you get on one and just rock it?
Why can't you get on one?
I'll get on one if you get on one. Let's shred it up.
No, don't.
Get some acid wash jeans.
Why don't you, hold on, why don't you just do something for yourself once? You know, not because I'm going to do it. Why don't you be like, well, I'll do it.
Because no one's going to
period.
clip out me on all fours riding a skateboard onto the internet. But you, yes. All right,
No.
think about it. Just think
No,
about
I won't.
it. And today at number 4 is a dark, sexy hip-hop video produced by Convoke TV. The subject is World of Warcraft.
Yeah, proving yet again that nerdcore minus core still equals nerd.
Just can't defend against the Lich King's cold. You spent away, your body just got told. Your life's on cooldown forever. My boy is in it to win. He's wiping more raids than Leroy Jenkins. He just grinds with ladies. That necromantic magic makes the women go crazy. No one plays like the Lich King, so stick to your dailies. He's the boss of the bosses. You're a bitch level 80.
Oh! Bitch level 80. Them's fighting words. Wow. And like the 50 Cent of their universe was wanded like 9 times and still lived. Hardcore.
So they're the same, but different.
Yes. Biggie could have used a soul stone.
is not too soon.
It's
you
not.
guys.
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
Come
I
on.
actually checked the watch on that one.
Come on. The movie already came out.
Today's number 3 item comes to us from the shores of the strangest island on Earth that doesn't have some weird time bubble thing or whatever you lost nuts or tweeting about or whatever. Talking about the island of Japan.
Yes, Japan. Now, this is an old commercial for canned tuna from Hagoromo Foods, and apparently...
Wait, can you say that in your native tongue, please?
Sorry.
Thank
Can
you.
we roll back prompter?
Yeah.
This is an old commercial for canned tuna from Hagoromo Foods.
Sorry,
I can say it. Hagoromo tabemono.
Hey.
Tabemono is foods. You're welcome. Now, apparently, after introducing the Japanese to the concept of canned fish, the company wanted to just spice things up a bit.
Yeah, so why not throw a little Star Wars in there?
Yeah, why not?
Sure. Tuna fish.
Question.
Yes.
How long did it take before Lucas shut this little sideshow down for copyright
Oh,
infringement?
he's known to be litigious, but he actually let them continue.
Really?
Well, they exchanged some goods, so there was some trade goods going on, and so he let them do it. Yeah.
Really? Well, what did they use to buy out George Lucas?
Bulk tuna.
Oh, okay.
Bulk tuna.
Today's number 2 item. He has a pretty good Japanese.
song.
Don't call me late at night doing that.
I'm going to. I'll continue to just breathe heavily. I won't say anything.
So today's number 2 item comes from our good friend Perry Griff.
Hey, Perry Grip! Yes! We love the Perry. Here, Dr. Grip uses his catchy musical prowess to show us once and for all how the new Apple iPad is just like nachos.
iPad, goo 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 goo, iPad, goo 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 goo, iPad, goo 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 goo, iPad, goo 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 goo. They're gonna hate 'cause they don't like the specs, but the specs aren't the point at all. I completely disagree. It's all about the specs. Take nachos, for example. Nachos have chips and nachos have cheese, but the ones with jalapenos are the ones that are ruling. Yeah, in your face. In your face.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So I can put cheese on my iPad?
No, that's not what he was going for. That was
I
it's
get
an
it.
analogy. Yes.
Jalapenos on my iPad. I get it.
That's not what the song was.
Kevin, when are we getting nachos?
Okay, how about during the commercial break, sweetheart? How about you get...
Oh,
yeah,
yay! I
just some
love nachos.
in. Yeah, that'd be great.
Commercial
Yeah.
break. Ooh.
Hey, still ahead.
Do they give you the little pieces of cheese and then you can like melt it on top
Yeah,
of
you
there?
do love it.
And then maybe
Still
you
ahead,
can
America's number 2 man gives us today's number 1 ATN.
These are like, if they're only 50
And
cents, I'm
Avatar
like,
is
okay,
somehow
4
involved,
of them.
so
That's like
see you
just a
next.
deal. I love nachos.
Are you still talking about nachos?
Chili
Really?
on it.
Oh, yeah, what else?
Easy.
Today's number 1 item comes to us from a recent interview with Vice President Joe Biden on MSNBC's Andrea Michel Reports.
When you've got one of the most powerful elected officials in the country in your studio, you've probably got a lot of important policy questions to ask. Or you could just try to find out what he thinks about the Oscar nominations.
Oh, yeah, could. Although, as you're about to see, the Vice President's answer really only raises more questions.
You've been a very busy man. Do you and Mrs. Biden ever get to the movies? Academy Award picks? Any favorites among the Oscar nominees?
As a matter of fact, we do. I think one of the odds-on favorites, Jill didn't go with me, but is this new program that I looked at it and wished I was seeing it in 3D. And you sit there and you watch this science fiction thing unfold in front of you. I think Avatar. The magic of it is kind of overwhelming.
And welcome to another episode of Biden Your Time, the game show where you have to try to determine what the hell Vice President Joe Biden is talking about. We've got the Vice President here in studio, and the first contestant to guess correctly wins a point. Mr. Vice President, go.
Okay. Well, now on this one, the writing is a little older and kind of flowery.
Mercy Road.
No.
There's this professor guy who kind of...
Family Ties.
Which I know doesn't sound that great today, but...
Grey's Anatomy.
The guy who wrote it was really old-timey. But anyway, the other guy finds these boatmen, and takes them on a island. They eat octopus.
I know. The Call of Cthulhu by H.P. Lovecraft.
That is correct. Congratulations.
Let's go, Biden. Let's go.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Let's see here. Now, this thing is long.
She said.
We're really long. That's right. The women, they love it. They love it. They go crazy.
It's going to be my penis.
But it's kind of tough on me, having to give it to them all the time.
Portuguese sausage. He's talking about my line. Give me the check mark. Come on.
I know. The Sex and the City movie?
That is correct.
I was clearly talking about my junk.
And that means Olivia wins.
Oh, yeah, great.
Wait, what do I win?
You win a vice presidential lap dance, my dear.
And let me show you. This is how I break tie votes and hearts in the Senate.
Oh, yeah. Aren't you a lucky girl for winning this one? Oh, tassels. Yes. Yeah, spin that ball. Get it going. Congratulations, Olivia. You just take this one home. That's a showcase showdown for you. I'm gonna take a game break and you enjoy that. All right. Welcome back, X-Plays Morgan Webb, everybody.
What do you got under there?
Huh?
What do you got under there? Pasties under there? Nothing?
What? Oh, am I rock? Can we get some ice cubes? Is that what?
I want
You want to see?
Pasties? No pasties?
No pasties. What?
Oh, I'm disappointed.
We can get the tassels from Biden if you want to put on a show.
No, you're putting on the show.
I'll spin them around. Don't worry.
Right.
I got it.
That sounds awesome.
Well, I'll tell you what. First, let's talk mag. And then we'll get me half naked.
Fine.
Massive action game. I guess we are talking about me. Hello. It's not massive.
Just full of okay. Okay.
It had a lot of hype at last year's E3.
We first heard about the game and they said 256 multiplayer on Sony's console, and everybody in the audience is like,
yeah. So you can find 256 people with a PlayStation 3. Hello. I mean, come on.
They're on there, but nobody has a headset. Okay, no, people have headsets on Mag. 256 player action. Once you get to level 8, then you get to be on these huge multiplayer maps. You play in a squad of 8, so you're not just running around the map commando style.
Right.
Your squad leader gives you objectives, and then the entire sort of army commander also gives objectives to the squad leaders.
So whoever's ranked up most on a team, they can sort of take control, direct the squad, say, we need you to attack this point here or defend this. Is there a benefit to actually working with your squad, though?
Yes, taking objectives that your squad is supposed to do will give you experience. Also will give you experience, of course, killing other players. Also will give you experience is healing other players, resurrecting other players.
Okay, all right. So there's a couple different ways to earn some XP in this one. If you stick with your teammates, though, I heard you get faster reloads and you can get bonuses or resistance to damage and
There's
stuff.
perks. A little bit of a problem with this game is you're not necessarily punished enough for going commando, but on the other hand, running by yourself into an empty part of the map, not that fun, and getting shot immediately,
it sort of negates it. Look at all those people that I don't want to play with. I'm just going to run over here and go prone in a bush and hang out for a while.
Not that fun. And plus, if you want to just totally go commando, there's other games that you can do that in.
Sure. And I think I think the netcode, I got to applaud them because what little I played of this, man, it ran smooth, it ran solid, lots of people running around, and it felt like I was never, this is laggy or glitchy. Like, they did a really good job of that.
Not the prettiest game in the entire world.
No, not the prettiest.
But it's not bad.
It gets the
You know
job
what I mean?
done.
It gets the job done. You know that you're in a space and you know that there's towers and things. It totally gets the job done.
It communicates the notion of buildings to you very well. Like that looks like a structure, and that looks like a bush.
That wasn't a very
well done, graphic designers.
That was not a very strong compliment. I mean, you know, it's a video game.
It's a very pretty game. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. You have to go. Okay, despite the MMO appeal of this, the twist of too many players running around the map. Will Call of Duty fans enjoy this, or should people switch from a Call of Duty to play MAG?
I think there is a certain kind of player who's really going to like MAG, and that is going to be the high squad-based, very tactical player.
Yeah.
You know,
if you've got the Rambo complex, don't sign up because this one's all about working with your friends and finding a good squad.
Exactly, and I think there is a good place for this game in sort of the canon.
Great.
A lot of people are going to look at it and be like, why isn't this any better than, you know, why should I buy this? I already have Modern Warfare.
Sure.
If Modern Warfare is making you very happy, then stick with it. But, you know, there's room for more than one game in the world.
There is. No single-player experience, we should point out.
No single player at all.
Whatsoever.
Which does make the learning curve a little steep, because, you know, you're running in and you're like, oh, I'm dead. What the hell was that?
That's me playing any first-person shooter, though, so that's all right. What is X-Play giving this game? What did you guys give MAG?
This game a 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5? Not bad at all.
And our review is up online, so if you want to read more about it and get a little bit more, you can do that.
Sure.
You can go there.
All right, Morgan Webb, as always, thank you for joining us.
Pasties?
All right, let's get the pasties going, MAG, for the PS3's in stores now. Attack's going to respawn with Olivia, so check this out. Look what
Actually, a spawn camper. Right? Waiting to use that joke. Still ahead, WebTools is filled with Twitter apps. We'll have you creating custom lists with auto-refreshing tabs and pages. It's home makeover for your Twitter. How about that? And then, in MMA Chokehold, Amir Sadala and Blair Butler will debate this week's UFC matchup until one of them is dead. And later, Break Moments of the Evolution stars pain clowns that will injure themselves for your amusement. Stick around.
Here's a question for you. Would you marry a supermodel if you had to give up porn for life? Well, you logged on to G4TV.com and told us what you thought, and we'll have the results when we return. The results are in, and about 59% of you said that you would marry a supermodel if you have to give up porn for the rest of your life. You guys know that marriage means less sex, right? Log on to G4TV.com for more questions like this and tell us just how far you'd go.
Hey, what do you think? I don't understand.
The question is, would you marry a supermodel if you had to give up porn for the rest of your
Blair,
life?
jump in here, because Blair apparently is screaming over here that it's the dumbest question ever.
I would say that porn stars never gain weight on the internet.
Yeah.
But supermodels will. Yeah. Back to you guys.
Yeah.
And you've just been fed.
Yeah. That does it for the news today, everybody.
Supermodels will get fat.
It's true. Well, the
internet won't.
girls in porn stay exactly as young as you need them to.
Or as busted as you need them to. They're busted in porn.
What? No. You get the amateur stuff where they don't even know they're on film. I have an earpiece, and now you're just shouting, move on? Inappropriate! Earlier this week,
you guys look alike, you think alike, sometimes they even walk alike. Oh.
Don't sing too much, because then we're going to have to pay for it. Earlier
Move
this
on!
week,
Got it.
Earlier this week, 3 delightful things came into our inbox in one single email. Selleck, waterfall, sandwich.
That makes this new meme handsome, spectacular, and delicious all at once. Today's Meme Watch takes a look at the ingredients of this wonderful and ridiculous new work of modern art.
Selleck, waterfall, sandwich. This very specific tumble log consists entirely of elaborate Tom Selleck photoshops. The site, launched on January 12th with a single tweet, is the brainchild of LA-based writer Greg Smerlow. Why Selleck, and why waterfalls, and why, of all things, sandwiches? Greg tells us it was the perfect union of his lifelong admiration of Tom Selleck, his love of waterfalls, and his taste for delicious artisan sandwiches. Thanks to Twitter retweets, within days of its launch, the little blog had become a Twitter trending topic, and so far has caught the attention of some big names, including GQ, Entertainment Weekly, and director Kevin Smith. Selleck, best known for his roles in the TV series Magnum P.I. and films like Quigley Down Under and Mr. Baseball, has yet to respond to his newfound internet fame. The only thing left to make this a full-fledged meme is for fans to create their own celebrity mashups. Pereira, waffles, pyramids. Anyone? Pereira Waffle Pyramid. Pereira Waffle Pyramid. .blogspot.com. Someone make it and get it going.
I just say that is the only thing on the web with a mustache that I'd actually like dive headfirst into.
So I bet your search history says differently. But
hey, you leave my search history out of this, okay, Kevin. I don't talk about your search history. You don't talk about my search history. That's one rule on this show.
We have a rule on the show?
We have that rule on this show. Okay. You don't talk about my search history.
I'm sorry. Let's turn things over to Blair.
And you don't talk about Blair. You're leaving that out of it, too.
I have to talk to Blair.
You leave Blair out of it, too. Stop it.
Don't fight in front of the kids.
Stop it.
You always do this. It's time to get the feed, and then you raise your voice.
Start the feed.
I might have to strike you.
Start it. It's like when mom punched dad at the dinner table. Super weird. It's Wednesday, February 3rd. Here are your top stories. The virtual results are in, my friends, and EA's Madden has predicted that the that New Orleans Saints are going to be victors of the Super Bowl 44. That's right. Since 2004, EA Sports has run a simulation using the latest version of Madden NFL to predict the outcome of the Super Bowl, and it proved to be highly accurate, missing the mark only once in 2008 when the Giants upset the Patriots. Now, Madden has given the Saints the edge over the Colts, predicting a score of 35-31, with Drew Brees taking MVP honors and the Saints winning their first Super Bowl in franchise history. I wanted to say who dat, but then the NFL will get really mad at me because they're idiots. Idiots. Thank you. Toyota's woes continue with the big league detractor. At a recent event in San Francisco, Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak went on record to say that faulty software is to blame for the Prius's accelerator troubles. Wozniak said that his own 2010 Prius has an accelerator that goes wild, but only under certain conditions of cruise control. Now, Toyota has been accused of dragging its feet with this issue. They've actually pledged to look into the problem, offering to take Wozniak's car in for testing, because apparently what the Woz wants, the Woz gets. That's right. Not even planned. Everybody knows he just gets what he wants. And finally, a legal battle has broken out between the creator of the MacGyver television series and the producers of MacGruber, the Will Forte parody film set to hit theaters in April. Lee Zlotoff created the ABC series MacGyver about a secret agent who uses science and ingenuity to worm his way out of tight situations. Zlotoff retained the right to make a movie based on the show, and his lawyers feel the SNL comedy is, quote, infringing on his rights because the two projects are being developed simultaneously. Now, an unfair competition claim may be part of the lawsuit. Cease and desist letters are currently being forged out of some shoe rubber, a paper clip, and the top of a Bic lighter. Nice one. Nice one. Yeah. And this isn't even impromptu, but I just got to say, today Miley Cyrus's little sister signed on to be the face of a 9-year-old's lingerie line. And
what? What? What?
Yeah.
What? 9-year-old lingerie?
You feel robbed that your childhood could have been sexier, don't you? I know. I thought the same thing. Thought exactly the same thing.
What's wrong with people?
I'm going to bite my tongue hard.
You should.
I am.
I want to slap all their parents. All right, well, thank you, Blair.
Just electric slide out of the way. You ain't going to hit them.
Hey, so let's move on, because I have to. Let's say you're watching the show and you fell in love with Selleck Waterfall Sandwich. I have a question for you. What are you going to do about it?
Grow a stash.
That's right, you Twitter. You Twitter. Twitter was the answer.
I was going to grow a nice stick.
You're going to Twitter. It's today's web tools, and it's going to improve your microblogging experience. Twitter.
My silicone. Twitter's immense popularity has given rise to countless spin-offs and apps. From tweeting in German to giving your profile a facelift, here are some of the coolest and most useful Twitter apps. First, if you're looking for one Twitter app that does nearly everything, look no further than Hootsuite. URL shortening, picture posting, and Twitter stat tracking are all here. But power users will also love abilities like managing multiple accounts, creating custom lists, tabbed viewing, and auto-refreshing search columns that keep you updated on all the latest trends. Don't waste your money on a standalone Twitter app. Hootsuite does everything you need, and all for free. Now that you're a Twitter pro, become a Twitter master with Twinslater.com. Reach an international audience by translating your updates into any of over 40 different languages. It's as easy as entering your tweet, clicking translate, and posting. Das is good. Now let's class up that boring Twitter page with the Themelian tool over at colorlovers.com. Sign into your Twitter account, then choose your color scheme and pick from a variety of patterns. You can also upload your own background image. Click Save and enjoy your new page. If all that sounds too complicated, Tweety Got Back is the one-click way to give your Twitter an instant upgrade. Try out any of the hundreds of different designs. Once you find the one you like, click Apply. So long, default blue clouds, and hello, beer suds. With your page in shape, it's time to find out who your real friends are. Friend or Follow finds all the Twitter users that you follow who aren't following you back. No need to log in, just submit your username. Once you've exposed those non-friends, feel free to call them out or just dump them. Paranoid that you might be getting dumped? Well, you can find out the instant someone unfollows you with Quitter. Just tell Quitter your username and your email address, and you'll get an email as soon as someone unfollows you. If your next update is followed by a barrage of emails from Quitter, you won't be left wondering if it was something you said. Sure, it's only 140 characters, but why not make the most of it? Now you've got the tools to tweet like a pro. I smell a parody by tomorrow.
I'm not coming in. I'm not doing a parody. I'm not playing a 9-year-old in lingerie.
No, that's not the way to go with the bit. No,
I didn't.
Well,
I don't know.
That's not the way I would have gone with it.
Okay.
Oh, we could, but no. We'll talk about it after.
Okay, so Twitter, huh?
Oh yeah, how about it? I think it's gonna catch on.
I
think the kids are gonna use it.
I'm gonna invest today.
All right, everybody.
Hey, right now, I either attack Kevin.
I can't believe you thought I wanted you to dress up like a 9-year-old.
In lingerie.
Oh, maybe not. I'm gonna walk away. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm gonna attack this before I attack Kevin. So this is all Super Bowl stuff for you. We all know you're going to be snacking on chips and dip for the big game. So if you're one for memorabilia, you want to put your order in for the Super Bowl 44 chip and dip helmet, huh? How about that? Made specifically for the big game, this bad boy is a full-size helmet that has a large microwavable bowl fixed on top and a split compartment that's perfect for dips. Sure, you could just jack your brother's football helmet and drill a huge hole in the top, but this would probably be much easier. Memorabilia don't come cheap, though. This fancy snack helmet is going to set you back $65. Also, you can use a bowl. When everyone's over at your place, you can't expect them to be satisfied with only chips and dip. You've got to provide some meat, and nothing beats a grilled burger or a hot dog. But if you don't have a grill and you're too cheap to buy one, don't worry, you are not out of luck. The Easy Grill is an affordable solution to your cooking dilemma. This disposable grill comes packaged with everything you need, including instant light charcoal that burns up to an hour and a half. Simply pull it out of the package, place it on the stand, throw in a match, and you're ready to go. Hey! Better yet, this little guy can be recycled once you're done with it. You can pick it up at easygrill.com, and you can get a 2-pack of those for only $20. Now, there's only one thing more American than football. It's beer. You're going to need plenty of it come this Sunday. So, all right, it'd be wise to look into making yourself a kegerator. Now, to be perfectly honest, this isn't your average afternoon do-it-yourself project, but it'll be well worth the labor to have your own 2-tap mini bar sitting around whenever you get thirsty. Basically, you need a mini fridge, 2 5-gallon Cornelius kegs, a CO2 tank, a dual-head faucet, and a whole bunch of valves and piping. All in all, it'll set you back about $500, but come on! You do it for the beer. And finally, don't you ever wish that your beer would just sprout legs and just walk right into your hand? Well, you're stupid because that just won't happen. Why would you think that? But what can happen is your beer will come to you by way of an RC cooler. What? Wait, listen. While it won't magically summon your beer from the fridge, this little cooler on wheels will come to you with a simple push of a button. It can fit up to 12 drinks and even has a zipper to keep moochers' hands off your precious brew. Hopefully this means we're one step closer to the fully automated beer bot. Yeah! We're not. We're not. No one said we were. Stop. Head on over to themanregistry.com and grab this Lazy Man stream for $80. Head on over to g4tv.com/AOTS for info on all the Super Bowl stuff and more. Stay tuned. Amira Sadallah and Blair Butler square off an MMA chokehold. They'll handicap the fights, including the Randy Couture-Mark Coleman match. Stick around.
Hey, get out your Google calendars. On March 3rd, Chris Hardwick returns with brand new episodes of Web Soup. Check out g4tv.com/websoup for even more details. At UFC 109 in Las Vegas, and right now you're going to see two people go at it with their mouth holes.
What?
MMA chokehold debates the big events. Please welcome Amir Sadallah and Blair Butler, everybody! I meant debates with the mouth holes. There's not going to be like a Muay Thai makeout.
No, it'll be friendly.
Okay, we'll get it there. Let's get right down to it. First up, Nate Marquardt versus Chael Sonnen. Both are evenly matched in height and reach. Each has extensive MMA experience in different organizations, and both have fought for a middleweight championship. Nate usually wants to stand and bang, while Chael will probably want to take it to the ground. Amir, how can Chael avoid Nate's vicious punches and kicks and actually submit him in the process?
Chael's a very accomplished wrestler, and I think it's no secret that his wrestling is better than Marquardt's, but Marquardt's well-rounded, so I think Chael's definitely going to have to use that to his advantage.
Is he going to stand up, though, or is he going to try to get him down right away?
Recently, he's been standing. You got to be rounded. So
would that be a wise move in this fight?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I've trained with him. I mean, he's definitely a good dresser, which will come into play in the later rounds.
His sense of style comes in?
Not right away.
How many skeletons and/or wolves does he have around his neck at any given time?
No, it's like kind of like a majestic kind of like J. Crew catalog.
Oh wow!
You would not guess it.
So if he rocks item J7 into the ring, then you stand back. He's going to be too snazzy.
Chael Sonnen is actually the toughest realtor in the world. He's like a real estate agent. That's like his part-time job for real. Yeah.
Well, yeah, buy the house or I will break your neck.
Yeah, I would buy the house.
Okay, fine. Butler, I think Nate will be able to. Will he be able to land the knockout blows on Chael before the fight goes to the ground? Is sort of the question.
Well, the last guy that sort of tried to fight Nate Marquardt, that was him delivering a pretty vicious beating to Martin Kampmann, who's no slouch. He just destroyed Martin Kampmann, and then he fought a guy named Damian Maia, and like literally. Damian Maia came at him, and his counterpunch, it was like a one-punch knockout that people literally gasped. The guy went off his feet. It looked like a car wreck. So, I mean, the thing is, I don't think standing and trading with Nate Marquardt is a great plan for Chael Sonnen. And, the other thing, too, is a lot of people are talking about Nate Marquardt, maybe getting taken to the ground by Chael Sonnen and stuff. And while a guy like Talis Lidas was able to take him down, Nate Marquardt hasn't been submitted in 7 years. Wow. And frankly, he submitted Jeremy Horn, who has in the past submitted Chael Sonnen. So I don't know if going to the ground is going to be fantastic either, but definitely better than standing up and trying to punch Nate Marquardt.
All right, so then who wins this then?
Well, sometimes underdogs have a psychological advantage, but I got to say in this case, I think Nate Marquardt, he just looks huge.
Taking Marquardt. All right. Amir, what do you think?
I think your analysis was way better than mine. Okay.
So are you agreeing though, or are you taking Marquardt?
I'm going to disagree. I'm going to go. I think Sonnen's on. I think Sonnen's.
They react to pretty much anything. You dangle keys and they will clamor. No, but is there a reason why Sonnen over Marquardt?
I think he's still an underdog, but I don't know. I just have a feeling. I think he can do it.
Okay.
That can give you a psychological advantage, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. You have something to prove instead of laurels to rest upon.
Yes.
Right? Next up, we have an epic battle as the main event: Randy Couture versus Mark Coleman. Both have equal height and reach. Both their records reads like a who's who of MMA. Couture has won a UFC belt 6 different times. Coleman has won a UFC heavyweight title, plus the Pride Openweight Grand Prix title, which is a huge, huge accomplishment. Their fighting styles are similar, so expect a lot of wrestling, some serious ground and pound, dirty boxing. This thing will have it all. But Butler, can Mark Coleman actually beat a guy like Randy Couture at his own sort of clinch and wrestle game?
Well, I mean, I think he's going to try and take him down and ground and pound him. His conditioning has to be up to par. Now, if you look at him in this fight, he was fighting a guy named Stephan Bonnar, a guy almost a decade younger than him, and he won. He really bloodied up Stephan Bonnar. It was a really impressive showing, and it was one of his most recent showings. So it's good to see he can go 3 rounds and really go the distance.
Yeah, Coleman's conditioning has been called into question.
It's definitely been called into question. And the one thing I would say is people who have only seen Coleman in the UFC have been like, oh, this is a guy that gassed fighting Shogun and stuff. But go out, rent a documentary called The Smashing Machine. You will see the real Mark Coleman and be totally impressed by him. But, you know, the thing about Coleman that I love, he's like Randy the Ram from The Wrestler. Like, after he beats Stephan Bonnar, he, like, bloodies up this younger guy. They didn't even televise the fight. This was, like, his huge, like, his moment in the sun. It wasn't televised, and he gave this amazing, like, speech afterwards. So, like, if Coleman wins, he'll probably say something that will make us all sob uncontrollably.
But they'll cut it and they'll tell you to go to the website for it, which is fine. Amir, what are we going to see here? I mean, Randy Couture had a great showing against Brock Lesnar, good showing against Minotauro Nogueira. Does a guy like Mark Coleman stand a chance in the ring for him?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like everyone knows, they both are similar age, similar wrestling styles, similar strengths, both very accomplished in what they do, fought the who's who. And, you know, what you got to look at is who is cooler. And Coleman is cool. but Randy's done the Scorpion King too.
So it comes down to who's your better Facebook buddy then?
Yeah, well, it's cooler.
Well, then who are you taking then? So who are you going to go to? Because Scorpion King was pretty sweet.
I'm biased. I'm going with Randy.
Going with Randy?
Yeah. Whoops us around.
Butler?
And again, as much as I love the underdog stories, I think Randy Couture just has developed such a great stand-up game that there'll be some dirty boxing and it may be kind of painful.
There it is.
We'll see.
Randy. All right, we will see. We're going to find out exactly who's right this weekend at UFC 109. And Amir, please tell the kids at home how they can find you on the interwebs.
On the Sex Offender website. There's a big red dot over my house.
Google you plus Amber Alerts, and then there's the Google map.
I feel like that was over the line. Can we?
No, that's fine. What if they want to tell you via Twitter that was over the line?
That sounds like a disease.
It's on the screen right there. It's twitter.com.
Yeah.
I'm pointing
My
at
agent probably made that up.
There it is. Do you not Twitter? Does your agent do it for you?
No, it's me.
Okay, good. Amir Sadal, everybody. Blair Butler. And now let's go over to Olivia.
That was the best answer I've ever heard in my life. Just so you know. I loved it. Still ahead, break moments in de-evolution will put a smile on your face while burning an unfortunate genitals. Stick around.
Tired of the same old 2D desktop interface? BumpTop changes all that by converting your desktop into a 3D virtual desk space. It makes your desktop feel more like a real-life desk and paves the way for next-gen touchscreen tablet PCs. The work area has 3 walls that act as extensions of your main desk space, so you have more space to organize your files or jot down a note. Bypass folders by stacking files and creating piles that can be easily browsed and organized. If you access certain files and programs more often than others, BumpTop gradually makes them bigger over time so they're easier to find. It also boasts seamless integration with Facebook and Twitter, which makes uploading photos as easy as a drag and a drop. Free your Mac or PC from the prison of clunky 2D desktops and grab BumpTop for $29 or get a slimmed-down version for free. Testify! Coming up on the next AOTS. Everyone's favorite Viper pilot and new CTU agent Katie Sackhoff will be here live in studio. Then we'll sink into the web's underbelly and examine the dangling fetish. Chicks and Shoes is your WTF. Weston Scott enrolls in Muay Thai school, and we see how much damage can be done with a single strike. See it on the next AOTS. Do yourself a favor. Why don't you write your blood type on your arm?
It's time for break moments in de-evolution.
People always get excited, I think, for the whole Super Bowl thing. Some ball game.
Woo, I'm excited. Miami.
Personally, I look forward to the traditional pre-pigskin bareback rake smack. That's my favorite part. That's what we get the dip out for.
Sorry.
You know what I mean?
Come again?
You never taken a metal rake to your friend's back before the big game? I mean, come on. It's like you take out the rake, you smack him a couple times, you put on the puppy bowl.
I can't say that I've ever done that.
Oh, you're missing out.
Really?
Yeah. Ready?
As hard as you can. God bless America.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
That was
thank
awesome.
You. Awesome on its own, right?
Yeah.
You probably saw a rake hit a back, and then you saw the damage.
Yeah, I
but
saw the damage.
There's a lot you're not seeing. So can we get the telestrator out here, please, guys? Okay.
Okay.
I just want to point out a few
Ferreira,
things.
would you like to show me what I'm missing?
Snap, snap. Yeah. So here we go.
What is this?
Obviously, you got the rake, right? That's a given. That's not a
Yeah.
problem. Did you notice the overalls?
Overalls!
Did you notice that he's right now lacking his main source of power right around there? Also, All-American, got the flag there. Now, the telestrator's way off. But what they also have, Christmas lights in July. That means they're making backyard meth right around there. You just go right around is where it's at. So lots of stuff going on in there. That's a good rake to the back.
That's a great. So what are we going to give them?
Well, in honor of the big game, I think this week's rating system should be drunken mascots. Given all the evidence that I pointed out, I think it's a solid 3 out of 5.
Line them up, put them out. Next up, a creative reinterpretation of the classic nut shot.
Sure, we've seen the We've seen a bass pedal nut shot.
Yep.
Seen the old flaming nut shot,
Yeah.
right? How about some synergy? How about a flaming bass pedal nut shot? Right? Phenomenal. That was phenomenal. That had layers of gooey goodness.
Wait, let me guess. You need the telestrator to tell me what is so phenomenal?
Well, I don't need it, but it's here. I might as well. I mean, we got, first of all, already calling the shots with the brake shirt, okay? Secondary angle right here. They're good. Do you notice the Gimp mask in the background, though? Do you see his buddy here?
Oh, my gosh. What is going on?
And what's in the cage?
Oh, my
We
gosh.
don't know. We don't know.
And where are they?
Could have been, I don't know, clearly a rape den. This is all, the whole thing spells gold.
A rape den.
Well, I'm just saying, there's wood there, and that's like, it looks like a fake wall. Do you know? I mean, I'm not even kidding. There's exposed wiring there. There's a lot going on in this scene.
And then Clarice
not to
walks
mention
through.
the flaming nut shot pedal right there. I mean, that's the good spot there.
Okay, so do I get to decide how many drunken
why not?
mascots?
Why not?
Well, you gave a really good explanation.
It was good analysis,
You
right?
sold me. I'm saying 5 out of 5.
Oh!
I believe that is Silence of the Lambs.
We are all winners today.
Yes.
See, wherever idiocracy reigns.
Break Moments is there. Go to G4TV.com/AOTS for all the things you saw today and more.
Many thanks to all of our guests today. Miss Morgan Webb was here.
Yes.
Thank her.
Amir Sadala.
Amir Sadala was here. Yeah. I gotta set his name somewhere.
Blair Butler.
Blair Butler.
Blair Butler. Oh.
How about the Blair Herder? He was here. He fed us.
Blair Herder with the whole Miley Cyrus 9-year-old lingerie.
I'm telling you, good.
What?
When I explain the bit for tomorrow, could be funny, right?
I mean, what his bit was funny, but those parents, I swear I'll smash a glass in your face.
Whoa!
I will.
All right, we're going to get him on the show tomorrow. Let's do it.
I hate them.
Oh.